Hi there and welcome to another video. I am Raluca. Today I am gonna recreate Taylor Swift's look at the VMAs. She overall looked so iconic. She had a green dress with the gloves. Wow. And I don't have the outfit unfortunately, but I'm gonna recreate the makeup today. This is what I came up with. It's this sort of green, teal, grayish smoky eye with a peach lip color. Yeah, here it is, and if you want to see how I did it, it's coming up. Really excited about today's video. When Taylor's look popped on my page, on my feed, that look is gorgeous. I need it on my face. Since it's a pretty heavy eye look, I'm gonna start with my eyes to avoid any fallout on my face. I'm gonna prime my eyelids first with a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Mordant Concealer, and this is the shade Cashmere. This is very high coverage, so just a tiny dot on each lid is gonna be enough to cancel out the discoloration on my lid and also to have a little bit of a base for my eyeshadow. So her look is this kind of a teal, grey, green combination. It has this faded sort of green teal shade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine some teal, green, whatever with a little bit of grey because I don't have that specific shade. So I'm just gonna create it myself by mixing together a few shades. I'm gonna reach for my Naked Wild West palette because this has greens as well as teals. I think this is gonna be a great start. I'm gonna see if I need anything else, but for now I am gonna mix, I think, this teal with this gray shade. So it is gonna be a smoky eye. Okay, this is too much gray. I'm just gonna take a little bit more teal. No, actually, I think this is a great shade. Kind of resembles what I need. I'm gonna start the application from my outer corner and sort of creating a V shape. I'm trying to do a little extension in my outer corner here. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M507, by the way. And after I place down the pigment and my brush is kind of cleaner, I'm gonna apply the leftover in my crease. Her look kind of goes high up, so I'm gonna go pretty close to my brows. I cannot believe how good this shade is. I'm gonna mix them once again to sort of intensify what I have going on here. So I'm just applying an extra layer of that mix. Okay, I wonder if her lid shade is a shimmer or a matte. I think I'm gonna have to improvise because from the pictures that I found online, I just cannot tell. Probably I will go for a softer shimmer because I have this shade from the Tribe by Juvia's Place. But I think this could do on this look. And let's see how it goes. So I'm just gonna use my finger to get the most intense version of the shade. Okay, so this is very interesting. I don't think I've used this shade much because it sort of looks teal when I look ahead. When I change the angle from which I look at it, it becomes more green. Very interesting. So I'm not gonna apply it all the way to my inner corner. I'm just gonna use a clean finger and sort of fade this part. So this is gonna stay mainly on the center of my lid. And what I'm gonna need at the base of my lashes is a black pencil. From what I can tell, she doesn't have a full eyeliner, but she does have some black or a really dark shade close to her lash line. Let's go. I have here my tattoo liner gel pencil from Maybelline. It's just the black one, and I'm gonna apply it all over my lash line, starting from the inner corner and keeping it close to the base of my lashes. Definitely doesn't have to be perfect. This is gonna be sort of like a messier look. making it a bit thicker in my other corner. And then I'm gonna pick a pencil brush and smudge it a bit. Again, so it looks a bit messier. And here I think I'm doing a baby wing by just extending the pencil towards my other corner. Definitely looks very faded, it's not like a usual wing liner. I wonder if I should cover this with black eyeshadow just to intensify it a bit more. I think for now I'm good with what I have here. I might not need extra black. Okay, moving on to the face makeup for now. I think I have maybe just a bit of fallout. That's right. I'm gonna prime. Actually, I don't prime all the time, but I don't know why lately I just felt like priming once in a while. So I'm gonna use the Porefessional by Benefit just in the center of my face. Since this is a pore minimizing primer, I'm just gonna use it where I have the pores visible. Just wherever I want to blur out texture. Then as foundation, I'm gonna reach for my L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum in the shade 2-3 Light. This is, like the name says, just a tinted serum, so it's not that high coverage. This is what I usually prefer, and I'm gonna wear this look out actually. Probably to achieve a more glamorous look. I could have used a higher coverage foundation, I just don't feel like doing that. Yeah, I'm touching this to my face, whatever, it's just my foundation, I'm not using it on anybody else. And I'm gonna go for my Real Technique sponge, which is damp. And tapping it in and dragging it towards my jawline a bit. Okay, concealer. I'm gonna use the same L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour More Than Concealer that I used to prime my eyelids. Again, I don't need a lot of it, just a tiny dot in my inner portion of my under eyes. And a tiny dot on the outer portion. I think I'm gonna cover up these pimples as well. And I'm gonna go for the same sponge. Okay, for setting, I'm gonna go for my Revolution baking powder as usual. I've been using this for a while now. I'm just really happy with it. I think it does a great job, and it's like a huge quantity. It lasts a long time. So I'm just gonna take a bit out in the lid. The packaging is a bit inconvenient though. It can create a mess if you're not careful. Whatever, I think I've gotten used to it by now. I'm using an eyeshadow blending brush. This is the kind of brush that I use to set my under eyes. I'm gonna make sure there are no creases on my under eyes before I set, and then I'm gonna stamp the powder over where I apply the concealer. I also set the sides of my nose and sort of this pores area again to blur them out. But I don't really set my cheeks. I think I'm gonna apply powder products today, like bronzer and blush. But usually I like my cheeks to stay a little bit dewier, especially because I have combination skin, so the center of my face is oilier while my cheeks are dry. Lately I've been using so many cream products for my bronzer and blush, and I haven't reached for powders in a long time, but today I'm gonna use this Buttermelt bronzer by NYX, which is in a powder form. Ugh, the scent of this. It smells like chocolate. This is very pigmented, so be careful. You don't need a lot. This is the lightest shade actually. It's the shade Buttacup. Since it's so pigmented, I really don't need a darker shade than this. So I'm applying it underneath my cheekbone, underneath my nose, and just dusting the leftover on my jawline. For blush, I'm gonna need that sort of a peachy blush to resemble hers, and I'm gonna use an eyeshadow actually from the NikkieTutorials palette, this beauty, and I'm gonna reach for the shade Zomer, which is amazing as a blush actually. I'm using an F10 brush by Sigma. So in terms of lips and cheeks, she has this peachy tone going on, so really like that. Okay, that is cute. This is amazing as a blush, and usually you can use eyeshadow as blush as long as you have a shade that you like to use as blush, of course. I'm gonna go pretty soft with the highlighter. Again, highlighter is a step that I don't take all the time when I'm doing my makeup, but today we're going glam, so I'm using my trusty, beloved e.l.f. baked highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls with a Sigma F03 brush. I'm just gonna need a bit more on my lid, I mean in my inner corner of my eye. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush, a detail brush like this, and stamp a bit of the highlighter in the inner corner. As far as the bottom lid goes, I think I'm just gonna take the leftover from my brush with the mix that I applied in my crease, and just hopefully this is not gonna be too intense, that I can just be a little bit careless with it to have a little bit of color. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly the base that I need. And I'm gonna take this kind of a brush, a flat brush, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna take this mix again to intensify it just at the base of my lower lashes. Applying it very close here. I'm gonna set with a setting spray. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible 3 Seconds Mist. I don't know what this has in it. It kind of feels like hairspray though. It really feels like it sticks your makeup into place. If I talk right away after I spray this, I feel the very weird taste in my mouth. Like hairspray, and oh my god, it made my hair stiff. I believe it does a great job at making the makeup last with such a texture. Okay, time for a little trick, because there's something I don't like whenever I'm doing a smoky eye. I don't like my skin color to show between my lashes. It's such a small detail, but it annoys me. So what I do is I take an eyeliner. This is from NYX, it's the Epic Ink Liner, and I just basically paint these areas. And I feel like this little touch makes the look so much more professional. I definitely feel better now. Time for mascara. I'm gonna use the Telescopic Lift Waterproof from L'Oreal. First I'm gonna curl my lashes, pinching them at the base and towards my lid. And then I like to do left and right motions to be sure that every lash gets coated into the product. I think I'm gonna do a mix. I might reach for another mascara. Okay, so this is the first coat. I think I'm gonna do a second coat with another one, just to amplify the volume a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go for Panorama, again from L'Oreal, because this is more of a volume mascara. And I want the lashes to be a little bit more dramatic. Since I'm not applying false lashes, a look like this would look best with false lashes, but I'm just not gonna take that step. So instead I'm trying to make the most out of my natural ones. Let's see what we can work on the lips. She's wearing this sort of dark peach shade, and I have a peach lip liner and I think a dark peach lipstick. We're gonna see how it goes, and if I need to lighten it up a bit, I have that as well. So I'm gonna line my lips first, and I'm using the L'Oreal Color Rich Lip Liner in the shade Seine Sunset. The lip liner is exactly right, I think, and the lipstick that I'm gonna go for is again from L'Oreal, the Matte Resistance in the shade Snooze Your Alarm. This, I think in theory, would look exactly like hers. Let's see how it looks on me though. Hers is a little bit orangier though. Let's see, I have an idea. Since the backup plan is a little bit more orange, the Maybelline Super Stay Matte ink in the shade Driver, I'm gonna apply a bit of this as well. Close enough. I think I'll take it. So this is the final look. I really like how it came out. It definitely looks different on me, but I think as a look it kind of resembles hers. But let me know what you think. Did I do a good job here? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. I wish you an extraordinary day, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!